Hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for choosing to stay with us here at TV47. And moving on into the business news, Kenya is actually set to host the first ever global food show that brings together different businesses to business organizations, which will take place in June next year and will seek to provide and equate the different players in the food industry. Now, James KIMANI went ahead to get more on that story.
Well, food security is the topic that the Africa Food Show will be looking to address in Kenya and also African worldwide, as the name suggests. And the event is, just to give you a lowdown of what is happening on this other side, is that starting next year, from the 24th to the 26th of June 2020, we will have the Africa Food Show happening here in Kenya, where we'll bring a lot of investors or a lot of food-rich countries into the country so that we can be able to facilitate the betterment of the food sector in our country. The food sector is one of the sectors that has been cited as one of the sectors that can give more to the economy, but has so far not given as much as it needs to, with many saying that the tools that we are farming or the foods that we are farming or the seeds that we are farming are not the quality that is needed in the country. Well, here are some of the organizers' word on this and this particular topic.
So we are here, so we just try to create it, more opportunity for Kenya export, not only for China, for globally. We just create a platform for all the global food traders and access to the East African market. But we select as a Kenya as a home because Kenya have, my colleague said, have a lot of the facility. Infrastructure, we can say, my first visit and second visit, 10 years gap.
Africa's agricultural sector, which is a large percentage of the GDP, represents an important mandate. Every single country has a national agenda to ensure food security, food production, and long-term sustainability. So we were blessed that we have the support for a lot of the African governments, but our home for the show is Kenya, and we're very proud to launch it in June 2020.
Well, those were sentiments from Mr. David Wang and Mr. Zahur Ahmed, both of whom come from the organization on this particular topic on food security and Africa Food Show that will be happening in Nairobi next year. Here are other sentiments from the Director of External Affairs and also a spokesperson from the Importers and Small Traders Association of Kenya.
We're in partnership with the Africa Food Show because small medium entrepreneurs are a huge contribution to the food security of this country and also in this continent. And we believe that we have a role to play to make sure that the small medium entrepreneurs are able even to venture into agribusiness, which has a huge potential to making sure that we have enough food security for this country and also for this region. And that is why we came together and we brought our strength of our membership, close to 45,000 members, but a good number of them, about a third of them are in the SME sector, are in the food sector. So it's a huge opportunity for them. And also to expose our members to the opportunities which are going to arise in the events which are coming forth, and also expose them to the market's share of not only Kenya, but also in this region.
Yes, African Food Show is an opportunity for Kenya to learn advanced technologies in terms of quality and hygiene standards. And it will also network our SMEs in terms of technology so that they can grow to become export industries.
Well, they've had it from the External Affairs Ministry, just giving us a lowdown of what Kenya should expect when it comes to June of 2020 next year, and also giving us a brief on what Kenya can gain from this. He has cited, of course, the capability of China to produce numerous goods, or to the agricultural capability of China rather, to produce such kind of agricultural products and also feed their population. Well, Kenya is also headed in that kind of direction where we need a food secure nation, considering that the government that is currently in pointed out that the Big Four agenda, the food security angle, was one of the most important things that they will be looking at throughout the term in office. Well, I'll hand it back to you, studio, from here And my name is James Kimani.
Thank you very much, James Kimani, for that report. Of course, we are looking forward to the Global Food Show next year in 2020. Now, I've been your host for today's show, Days Counter. My name is Lucy Riley. Of course, do join me tomorrow, same time, same place, 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and I look forward to having you.